My wife, Ava, had a habit of turning every argument into a performance. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. Her confidence alone could make any room orbit around her. But the night she stood in the doorway, heels in one hand, glitter on her eyelids, and said, "Don't like it? Then divorce me?" Something inside me stopped in a way I'd never felt before. She didn't wait for a response. The words were a challenge, a test, thrown at me as if she expected me to crumble, beg, or apologize for questioning her choices. The music from her phone pulsed through the hallway while she fixed her hair in the mirror, humming like we weren't teetering on the edge of something sharp. I had only asked where she was going so late, dressed like a nightclub flyer. We hadn't spoken properly in days. She'd been distant, too distant, and every night she claimed she needed space. She came home smelling of smoke, perfume, and someone else's laughter. But this time, instead of excuses, she smirked and poured her words over the dying embers of our relationship. "I'm heading to the club. Don't wait up." I should have argued. I should have fought back. I should have told her how much her coldness had been eating at me. But I didn't. I just watched her slip on her heels while her reflection in the mirror avoided mine entirely. "Ava," I said finally, my voice steady, "is this really how you want things to be?" She turned slowly, dismissive. "Liam, I'm tired of your questions. If you can't handle my life, you know where the door is." She expected anger. She expected desperation. What she didn't expect was silence. Suddenly, I wasn't angry. I wasn't confused. I wasn't hurt. I was simply done pretending everything was okay. She seemed irritated that I didn't react. Grabbing her clutch, rolling her eyes dramatically, she moved toward the door, ready to disappear into the night, ready to pretend she was single in all the ways that mattered. But someone else saw it all. Her best friend, Mia, had arrived early to pick her up. Standing behind Ava, she froze, staring at me with an expression that didn't match the excitement of a night out. Concern, guilt, something she clearly didn't want Ava to notice. Ava opened the door confidently, carelessly. But Mia didn't follow immediately. She stayed, eyes locked on me, as if she wanted to say something Ava would never allow. Mia didn't speak at first. She shifted from one foot to the other, weighing her words against the tension between us. Ava laughed lightly, brushing past her like she wasn't even there. "Hurry up, Mia. I don't want to be late," she said, checking her reflection one last time. I kept my eyes on Mia, noticing her hands fidgeting with her phone, torn, as if holding a secret she couldn't resist hinting at. Something about her hesitation made me realize Ava's control might not be absolute tonight. Finally, Mia spoke, her voice low, almost trembling. "Liam, she shouldn't treat you like this." Ava froze slightly, tension rippling across her perfect composure. Her eyes narrowed. "Mia, seriously, you're imagining things," she said sharply, though her calm exterior betrayed her. I swallowed hard, trying to stay grounded. My heart was still hammering from Ava's words earlier, but now I had a new focus: the truth. Mia stepped closer, voice quiet but firm. "She's crossing lines. You don't have to accept this. Don't let her walk all over you." Ava laughed again, a little higher pitched this time, like a violin note slightly off. "You're overreacting. He's fine. I'm fine. We're fine." But Mia didn't move. She glanced at me, eyes wide, whispering just loud enough for me to hear. "I saw the text she sent tonight. She's lying, Liam. This isn't just a girls' night out." The hallway seemed to tighten, like a fist pressing around my chest. I didn't need further explanation. I knew exactly what that meant. Ava spun toward the door, heels clicking on the wooden floor, her confidence back in place.
"Come on, Mia.
Don't embarrass me." Mia didn't move. Her gaze bore into Ava's facade. And that's when something inside me shifted. For months, I'd tiptoed around Ava's moods, ignored the distance between us, pretended her words weren't cutting me to the bone. But tonight, I realized I didn't have to react the way she expected. I took a deep breath, feeling a calmness that surprised me. "Go ahead, Ava," I said quietly, almost gently. "Go have your night. Her heels froze mid-step. She hadn't expected calm.
Clarity.
No anger, no pleading, no fear. Ava's eyes widened slightly, processing that I wasn't collapsing at her feet. Her confident mask faltered for a moment. I could see her calculating. Does he care? Does he even notice? Mia, standing quietly behind her, gave me a small, nearly imperceptible nod. Her eyes said what words could not. He sees it. He knows. Ava spun on her heel, attempting to reclaim control. You think you're so calm, huh? Think that changes anything? I shook my head slowly.
No.
It doesn't change the past, but it does change what happens next. Her lips parted as if to argue, but no sound came. The silence was heavy, thick, and tense, the first tension she had ever felt from me. She was used to compliance, pleading excuses. I wasn't bending tonight. Mia finally stepped forward, breaking her own restraint. Ava, if you cared about him, you wouldn't have sent that text. You wouldn't treat your marriage like it's optional. Ava stiffened. She glanced at Mia, then back at me. Something flickered in her eyes, anger, fear, maybe even guilt. She clenched her purse tightly. This isn't your business, she said sharply, but her voice wavered. I took a step closer, calm but deliberate. It is my business, Ava. Our marriage is my business. Tonight, I see clearly what you're willing to do and who you really think I am. Her lips pressed into a thin line. For a moment, she looked small. Not defeated yet, but small, like a mask beginning to crack. Mia's gaze softened but remained firm. David doesn't need permission to protect himself. Don't let her manipulate you into feeling guilty for setting boundaries. Ava's phone buzzed in her hand. She glanced at it, then back at me. Her composure returned quickly, but the fire in her eyes was different, less certain, less untouchable. I exhaled slowly. Go ahead. Enjoy your night, but don't expect me to wait for you to decide when our marriage matters and when it doesn't. She hesitated, then turned toward the door, heels clicking louder than before. But this time, the room felt different. Ava knew something had shifted. Whatever game she was playing, it wasn't the same anymore. Mia stayed behind, watching her leave, then looked at me with a mix of relief and caution. She's gone, she said softly. But she won't be the same when she comes back. For the first time in months, I felt a strange peace, not because she left, but because I hadn't begged, argued, or lost myself in her chaos. Tonight I had calm. Tonight I had clarity. And that was enough.